Sex, Lies, and Videotape, Steven Soderbergh uses the ideas of virtue ethics, organizing one's life into terms of reason, and wanting to live your life in the mean between extremes of human activity. Soderbergh showcases the extreme ends of lying and what it does to both romantic and platonic relationships through the film's four main characters, Anne, John, Graham, and Cynthia.
How are things with John?
Oh, they're fine. They're fine, except for I'm kind of going through this thing where I don't want him to touch me.
When did you begin having this feeling?
Well, last week. I don't know, I got this really strange feeling and just didn't want him to touch me.
Prior to this feeling, were you comfortable with your physical contact with John?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Except for, well, I've never really been that much into sex.
On the first end of the lying spectrum, we see Anne. Her lies aren't really hurting anyone but herself. We learn from the first scene where Anne is sitting and talking with her therapist about her life and her marriage with her husband John. She believes her marriage is fine, despite the fact that she doesn't want to be touched by her own husband. Deep down inside, she knows her relationship with John is falling apart, and she even has an inclination that he might be cheating on her with another woman. Little does she know that this other woman turns out to be her own sister, Cynthia. Anne continues to lie to herself throughout the film, until she finds evidence of this other woman inside her bedroom. Anne tries to live comfortably on the safe side of lying. If she lies to herself long enough, maybe things will start to get better. She's not trying to hurt anyone else, she just gets hurt in the process. Next, there's John Mulaney. No, not that John Mulaney. There we go. John is a successful lawyer. In the film, John's character would be considered a pathological or compulsive liar. The man can't seem to tell the truth, even when he wants to. He's married to Anne, but he is having a secret affair with her sister, Cynthia. John tells lies left and right, to his wife, to his college buddy Graham, and at his job, and is slowly but surely taking its toll in all of his relationships, even the ones built on not so much the truth. He lives on the dangerous end of lying, where the lines blur between what's truth and what are lies. His relationship with Anne is one that's made up of lies. A lack of intimacy and no sex, at least not with her. When Graham first comes into the picture, he is painting as being just like John, a lying, cheating, carbon copy of his old college buddy. But soon we realize Graham has changed drastically over the years. The lies he once told caught up with him, and now he finds himself
impotent.
You what?
Impotent.
You are?
Now he's only able to get an erection by watching these videos he's made of himself interviewing women about their sexual experiences. In a way, this could be seen as punishment for all his lies, but then again, John in the meantime is doing just fine. Throughout the film, Graham and Anne continuously gain a more intimate relationship. No, not through having sex, but by becoming closer emotionally. Their relationship is based on intimacy, not physical sex. Graham and Anne are similar in the way they both live in the safe zone. They try to minimize the lies they tell others, but tend to lie to themselves. The last important character is Cynthia. We first meet her when John calls himself out of the office to go have sex with her at her house. At least for me, I had no idea she was Anne's sister at the beginning of the film. I assumed she was just another woman that John used to spicing up his sex life. But because she is Anne's sister, we get a deeper understanding of her as a person.
The idea of doing it in my sister's bed gives me a perverse thrill.
She's more like John, just as Anne is more like Graham, personality-wise at least. At the start of the film, she's with John, in it for the sex, no intimacy involved. Even when John tries to add a touch of caring into the relationship, she rejects it.
You can go now.
She knows better. It's just for sex. Later, when she meets Graham and adds a video to his collection, she starts to realize that sex without intimacy is in fact a lie. And it's not the one she would like to be living. She has lived on the dangerous end of lies for a while, but she's ready for a change. Overall, Soderbergh uses ethics as a way to show what's right and wrong. Each character exemplifies a trait related to lying, be it on one extreme or the other, and can be used to understand whether what the character is doing would be considered ethical or not.